Welcome back to Wristwatch Deep Dive. Today I'll be talking about my Zeno watch Basel NC Pilot Tachymeter Chronograph day date. Long name, but basically my Zeno watch. I'm not a dealer or flipper. I'm not selling the watches I cover, just highlighting watches I have in my collection. All right, so this is the Zeno watch Basel NC Pilot Tachymeter Chronograph day date. Reference 9557 TVDD TAC 2T TAC B91. Here it is. So it's a 42 millimeter stainless steel case, 50 millimeters lug to lug, and 13 millimeter thick case. Came with both this black leather and with a yellow stitching and this yellow canvas, very thick, sturdy band. I figured, hey, it's already a bold color. I'm gonna go with the yellow band. The yellow band came with this tang, but I replaced it with the $9, $10 Amazon special deployant clasp. I feel like I like the deployant clasp because it preserves the band. I'm not putting a lot of wear and tear every time I use that, pull that strap into that tang. So 20 millimeters between lugs for the strap. It's a movement, it's an ETA Velu 7750 movement with 25 joules. 48-hour power reserve, scratch-resistant sapphire crystal, yellow dial with the black chronograph subdials, Arabic numerals that are easy to read. So the complications, you just saw I reset the chronograph there, but it has a chronograph stopwatch feature. So this dial here at the 9 o'clock, the subdial is my normal seconds for my time. And then the other two subdials are for hours and minutes. The long second hand that's not moving right now is my second hand when I push the stopwatch. So as I push this, you'll see it starts to move. There it is. You see that sweeping second for the stopwatch. And slower moving is the hours and minutes for the stopwatch. I'm not gonna have that long of this video, so I'm just gonna stop it now and reset it. And these stopwatch buttons are plunger style, very deliberate, good action. This is a push down crown. Not a screw down crown. So right now I'm winding the watch. And then as I pull this out to position 1, and it takes a little bit of effort to pull it out, then you'll see I have quick set date and quick set date. Let me reset it here. So there's that. And see, it's stuck on me. Let me put it to position 2 again and see if I can reset the date. And it's not working. So when this happens, the best thing I do is take it to position 2, or in this case, position 3. Now you see that date set. So let me move the minute hand out of the way. And then now you can see I'm in position 1 and it moves out of the way. See that? So that can happen, and that's how you kind of reset it. You have to move the time so that window gets right, and then push it down. I'm all wound up. I have my time and my date set. Easy day, okay? Sapphire crystal case back. So it does have a display case back, and there she is. It's not huge like a lot of watch case backs, but you can see the movement there. I acquired this watch online through an AD. This model is a limited edition, so it's only 100 pieces made, and I'm a sucker for a limited edition. Zeno is not a very super popular watch, but they do have, they're an independent watch company that still makes watches today, been around for a long time. So we'll get to the brand info. So it all started in La Chaux-de-Fonds, where Jules Godot, Godot is how it's spelled, and I'll put that on the screen, set up a modest watchmaking workshop. In 1868, he set up his own business in watch production, making silver pocket watches. In 1920, Andre Charles, now I'm gonna kill this, Erdinger took up Godot's watch production, specializing in manufacture of watches for military purposes to include slide rule and pocket watches. In 1922, Erdinger and Sohn registered the Zeno brand. The name pays homage to the Greek philosopher Zeno, of Kinchin, meaning gift of Zeus or God-given. Following those world wars, demand for wristwatches rose significantly, and the first Zeno wristwatches were made of gold and intended solely for export. They developed their first mechanical pilot watch model in 1960. Felix Huber, so Huber kind of took over the brand in 1966, and the Huber family still owns Zeno today as one of the few independent watch companies in Switzerland. So the Huber family still runs this company. So why I chose this watch. So as soon as I realized my collection was going to grow into the many dozens of watches instead of just the 4, 5, 6 watches that most people who do not have the addiction acquire. As soon as I realized I'm going to get in the 40s and 50s for my watch collection, I started to find watches. When I got interested in brands, I started to find watches with different color schemes that I didn't have before. So this is really the only yellow. Yellow's not my favorite color, but I was like, hey, look, if I'm going to get a yellow watch, I'll get this Zeno one. They make a really nice, very bold yellow watch, and that's why I chose this one. And I like it. I mean, like I said, yellow's not my favorite, but if I'm going to wear yellow, this is the one I pick up. So there's the wrist shot, and like I said, because I have a small wrist, and this is not a small band, it's just a regular size band, you'll see that bleed over. The wrist shot, this is a rather large watch for me, but it's not too big. It's right there at the right size, I think, for where the lugs aren't completely overhanging my wrist. All right, so that's the wrist shot, and I just kind of try to get in as close as I can to the camera without making it too blurry. So that's the Zeno. Now we'll talk about the box real quick. So not much to the box. It is this nice shiny, good material for the box inside the box. And you have the book that it comes with, the pillow, not much to it. It's a pretty small box when it comes to most watch boxes. They're a little bigger than this. This is on the smaller side, but it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. And so we'll talk about Lume. This has a decent Lume. We'll go ahead and get to it. Hit the lights here, then I'll charge it up. So for those of you who are wondering, I'm using an iPhone to film this. So I had some comments on a video earlier. Oh, whoops, killed it already. So the iPhone is not the best video recordings device. It does the job, but some people were commented, hey, it looks different in the video than it does in real life, and the Lume looks brighter, or it doesn't look well enough. Please don't judge the watch solely based on this video. You really have to see it in person. The one thing I like about this Lume is I like how the Arabic numerals are loomed, not just the hands. On camera, the Lume looks better than in person, I will say that. This Lume is, it's a green Lume, but it is, I think, though I like the Arabic numerals illuminated, the Lume itself is a little bit below average when it comes to other watches that I have. So, like I said, on camera, this is a lot easier to see when I'm looking at it on my iPhone screen than in person. I can barely see the Arabic numerals. I can see the hands pretty easily, allowing me to see what time it is, but the Arabic numerals aren't as visible to the naked eye as it is on the camera. But there's the Lume, and that's it. That's the Zeno watch, my pilot watch. So let me know if you have any comments. Please comment on the video, or if you have any questions, shoot me an email at wristwatchdeepdive@gmail.com. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next watch.